Hello, welcome to Beer Cocktails. I'm your host, Pierre. Today we're doing a classic cocktail called the Flying Grasshopper, which you can find in the Old Mr. Boston Deluxe Official Bartender's Guide, which this particular book, this exact book I hold in my hands, is literally older than I am. I'm 37. This is 54 years old. This particular book was printed in 1961. The original, according to the records in this, was from 1935. So it's a very old book. It's a lot of classic cocktails. There's variations that you'll see, like the original, and how much they changed over time. Like even things as simple as the whiskey sour, how back then they added seltzer water or basically carbonated water. I'm not sure if that was to lessen the potency of the alcohol or to just basically fill up the glass. But you want a whiskey sour, your best way is to just have it direct. You don't really need the seltzer water, the carbonated water, but that's the original way. So we're going to do a cocktail with that from this book that uses it that way. But the thing I like about this, there's tons of different cocktails in here. Cocktails I heard of, I never tried, but want to try. Many variations of cocktails. So in the fact that in the 30s is basically coming right out of the Prohibition. So a lot of different bans have been lifted. So a lot of imports were allowed again. So you get your rums, your tequilas, your gins, your vodkas. All the stuff that for the longest you could not find in America because it was banned from America and no imports were allowed in. But now since all this stuff was able to come back into America, just the palettes, the creations, everything just blew up. So this whole book started and there's probably countless other ones after that. But the old Mr. Boston one, they used to have their own bottles. They used to have like imported rums, imported vodkas and gins and stuff like that. You may or may not be able to find that still. I don't know. I haven't really found it online. I haven't seen it in any stores. But the basis is still the same. Like if you have their gin, you can just use like a standard dry gin. It'd be about the same. Same with vermouths or triple sec otherwise. It says Curacao liqueur. It's basically used like a Cointreau. It's the same thing. But whatever substitutes you could find that are similar to what's in this book, just don't not make it just because you don't have Mr. Boston brand. Make it to what you have, but it'll still be a good cocktail. But the Flying Grasshopper, you've seen a lot of ones in the past with anything with Grasshopper uses cream. This one doesn't have cream, but it's still the basis of the cocktail with the creme de menthe, the chocolate cacao flavor, and the vodka to give that Flying Grasshopper. It's a mix, poured in a glass, no ice, chilled, but good. To me, my opinion, I think it's going to taste like a really strong Andes Mint. Basically, that's all it is. But let's show you exactly how this one was made. I'm really looking forward to making this, plus all the other ones this week, because this is a really good book. If you can, find them online. There's downloads, a lot of different things. Look for this book, or any other classic book that you can find. Let's show you how this was made. Now what you're going to do is take 3/4 ounce of each of these. So I take your creme de menthe, make sure it's green. And then creme de cacao. Make sure it's white. You don't want to use brown because it's kind of funky looking. Then you want to take your vodka. Also 3/4 ounce. And you'll give that a good stir. Now the main difference between stirring and shaking, for one, there's no juice. A good rule of thumb, when you have a shaken or stir drink is if you're adding stuff like orange juice, grenadine, any type of syrups, sugar, egg white, whatever, you want to shake it because you want to help emulsify that and bring everything together so it's a nice good blend. If you're just basically chilling, blending to a point all the flavors but still keeping them as themselves, then you want to do a stir. So it's more preference. You can shake this if you want, but it's better stirred. You want to take your coupe glass, and pour it in. And there you have it. The Flying Grasshopper from the Mr. Boston Deluxe Official Bartender's Guide. Very classic cocktail. I'm really looking forward to trying this. I never had any of the grasshoppers. There's plenty of different ones out there. There's the flying, there's the regular grasshopper, there's just tons of different ones. Let's see how this one tastes. It's a very enjoyable flavor. You're getting that big hit of mint in the beginning with a little bit of potency coming from the vodka. Then the finish leads to chocolate. So it's strong mint, a little bit of bite, smooth chocolate finish. So it's a very enjoyable cocktail from start to finish. You're definitely getting that cooling sensation of the kind of menthe. I feel like my palate is just like cold to just everything. It's very sweet. It's not a real strong chocolate flavor. It's not a real strong mint. It's a balance of the two. But it's a really good cocktail. It's very flavorful. I definitely suggest you try this one. Maybe try this if you want with like a light cream. If you want to make it like most other grasshoppers out there. However you want. But basically you have these three main ingredients to get the Flying Grasshopper. If you want, maybe add some cream to it. But this is the original cocktail from back in 1935 and before. It's a classic cocktail. If you want, keep it the same way. It's really good. I like it. This is something I may have again. Just in fact, it's the first time I ever had it. But I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to check out the next few episodes we have coming up. As I said, there's going to be 3 more cocktails coming from this book. They're going to be classics, really good cocktails. Some are variations on similar cocktails I made in the past, which I really like. Every cocktail you design, if you think about it, is a basis of a classic cocktail. There's always something, some type of element that they all share. So the classics are definitely worth revisiting. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like us on Facebook.com/favoritecocktails. Subscribe to our channel. Submit your cocktails. You'll find the link below. But as always, drink responsibly.